It is for sale. Yes, sir. Yeah. What's that?
Yeah.
You live now?
No much. Getting ready to go live. Going live. It clicked in.
Huh?
It turn your music.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Can you see me? You can see me. Why the hell I can't see? Trying to see why I blocked now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get back in. You say you can still see me, right? All right. Let me see. I don't know why mine won't. Team.
Did it go? Yeah. You can't see me.
Can you see me? I don't know. My phone calling yours. See, can you accept to get in? Do you see me?
Huh? Nah, I ain't getting no call.
You ain't got the
But
call
you
yet.
ain't live. They ain't got to see me.
Okay. All right. You know what? It's still going live. It's still going live, but I can't see it on my laptop. That's all.
Yeah.
But you can still see me, right? Okay. All right. So, all right. How everything going, man?
We on one of the last tours for the night now. Yeah. We out here tough.
Okay. All right.
So
So
this morning we went to Africa.
where are y'all been?
Down in Mobile. And man, I mean, we got work to do. You know,
Okay.
now we're in Tuskegee and we got work to do. I mean, these are some beautiful places, man, that are deep and rich with African or Black or African American heritage. I mean, plenty of possibilities. I mean, we just got to take time and say,
Yeah.
hey, let's see what we can do. All of them is historical. I mean, some of the structure down here in Tuskegee is just phenomenal, man. Buildings that built by the Tuskegee students in
Yeah.
1800s, still standing, perfect structure. I'm talking about. If you're a brick maker, come look at this. You'll be like, okay, these guys knew what they were doing.
Yeah, we know about Tuskegee, man. We used to have to go down there every
Yeah, I know
summer.
what to do about
Back
Sandy.
when we was young with Sandy,
Yeah,
it wasn't number one tree down in Tuskegee. Yeah.
Well, we got to come back here and
Okay,
do a more in-depth tour. We just caught this.
So where y'all going after that?
And then tomorrow we're going to come back and do another tour. And then we're going to go over to Florida, look at some things. Probably go check out certain beaches. I know it's the beaches in Jacksonville.
Black beach.
It's an
American beach.
It's a black beach, a beach called the American Beach.
Yeah.
In the 1930s as a resort for blacks. Black people weren't, white folks didn't want them where they were, so they got together, bought some land, had over 300 acres. It's north of Jacksonville on Amelia Island. So we still own some of the land. We don't have it. It's not as much as it was, but I think we're gonna look at trying to catch the sunrise over there.
See, a lot of that's most. A lot of this stuff, man. The land.
Who are that most?
And they really sabotaging the whole memory and legacy of what the creativeness was for us. I'm talking about when you go down to Africa town, the Cotillia was the last ship of slaves that come into America in 1860, and they brought them in through Mobile.
Mm-hmm.
So they refused to say that it happened. For years they said that never happened, that they didn't make a bet and bring 100 slaves over after the slave trade continued. But a family named Mahi, and it was Maya, something like that, family down in Mobile made a bet, $100,000 bet that they can bring 100 slaves here. So they brought 125, end up bringing 110, and then the government found out about them, was looking for them, and instead of going where they said they were gonna go, they went somewhere else and got the slaves in, and Africa town was built by the slaves that they brought in, the last slaves. And man, it just, I mean, you can do so much with it, and they working, they fighting out with the Mobiles, with the mayor and all these folks about getting the money to do what they need to do. It's a historical spot. But if we don't know about what we have, and we don't care about what we have, then they gonna do what they want to do. We got to start being. I know this is what we gonna do. Ain't nobody else got to do it, But I care about our history. So we down here and going to different places. Looking at what we can do, and getting ideas of the extraordinary black people that did this. Booker T. Washington, you gotta put your hands off to him, no matter whether you like him or not. Just looking at what he did and what was accomplished. George Washington Carver never cashed a check.
Yeah, George Washington Carver
never cashed his paycheck. They took his money and built him a building.
Yeah.
Started the foundation in his name. Never cashed a check. We chasing guap.
Yeah, man.
Stacking guap.
Yeah. They saving guap. Stacking guap. Yeah, we learned about them at a young age. Like I say, our uncle put us on them shit. We was little kids.
See,
exactly.
The guy we got. See, when you go to see these tours, you get a more realization of the conversations that were going on, and the mindset and the spirit. Cause this guy been living out here all his life. Where we seen, you know, and they give us the whole, what encompassed the whole spirit of what they were doing. And it's just beautiful, man. You know what I'm saying? It's so much can be done, but they not.
Yeah.
You know, some people. I mean, you just got to care. We got to care about our own heritage. You know, and everybody ain't gonna do it, but you know, we gonna do our part. I know that.
Always. So Scooby, we see you, my brother. We see you, Scooby, on here. Matter of fact, my brother Ollie, and he's on here. He said,
yeah, that's where we going. You know,
Amelia Beach is one of the best in Jacksonville,
all
Florida.
All the way up to New York, from Alabama to New York. We hitting resistance spots. For so long, they always tell us about what they did to us, but we never hear about how we fought back. So these places we going now are actually either physically fighting back, mentally, educational, monetarily, architectural. It's so many different ways to fight. We can't just say we got to pick up the gun and do something. You ain't got to pick up the gun to do nothing. Start loving your own, taking care of your own. But you know, I'm hyped by this. I love this type of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, then we going to the Sapelo Island.
Oh, I already know it. I see it in you.
It's off the coast of Georgia. That's where the ship landed, and they say the slaves walked out. And some say they walked up into the sky. Some say they walked into the sea, all the way back to Africa. It's a folklore, you know what I'm saying? But we going there. Then we going to Gilligatcha Island. I guess that's how where the Geechees be at. And where the Maroons hid out
Gilligatcha
and built a whole colony.
Yeah, the Geechees.
And the Dismal Swamps. And the Dismal Swamps. Yeah, and me and Mosa with the TLI program. Mosa put all this together, but the TLI program, this is what we do. We got the guys with us. We got Marco, Mosa there. We got the guide and a couple more guys up front. I mean, we hoping that as we bring guys on these tours, it ignites a fire to want to do something and show something different about ourselves. Because we have a rich history, we just don't know
it. Feel you. Well, one thing about you, my brother, I can tell you, you don't just talk the talk, you walk it too. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I can see the fire in you. So I know you excited about this.
There's three things he talked about: the head, the hand, and the heart. He said you got to use your head in revolution. You got to use your hand, but you got to move with your heart and have the passion to do the things that need to be done for your people. So it's not all about what you're talking about. You got to know it. You got to get the knowledge, but you got to put your hand and do some work with it. And then you got to have the heart for the mission. But what been happening, I get caught up in it. What's up, though?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Okay. Not much, man. Man, I mean, I'm doing better each day. Getting stronger. My breathing was a little better this morning working out. So
when I get
maybe
back,
because you wasn't there, we had to work out as hard.
Okay, now you.
No, I mean me and Jay went at it. Now I'm just saying, we went at it. Shit,
okay,
I'm telling you, we. Hey, matter of fact, Jay was like, we need to do this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I mean, we went at it. Hey, so Scuba said, what's the reason for the tour other than knowledge, which is hella important?
Let Mosa tell y'all.
So
okay.
So the reason for the tour is this is something that Tim and myself and a few other brothers started planning over almost 2 years ago. In that we always hear the word, we always hear the phrase, the world is yours, the world is yours. But,
Okay.
you know, think about it. The world can't be yours if your ass ain't been nowhere. If you don't go nowhere. And so we recognize, yeah, if you don't travel, that was the main thing that was taken away from
Yeah, you
us.
don't even know what's in the world.
Being kidnapped and trapped as prisoners of war, is that we were forbidden from, for the most part, traveling anywhere we wanted to go. So we see with the initiative, with Tuscaloosa initiative, that travel is key.
Yeah.
Organizing is key. Going back to preserve and to honor the past, which is also the present and essential for the future, is key. That's why we roll with Sankofa, you know, going back in order to go forward. So this is also an organizing effort to organize with like-minded groups, individuals in other parts of the country, but primarily in the South. Going up, as Tim said, to Florida, South Carolina, Virginia, DC, and all the way to New York. So this is just the first one of many to come, and also not limited to the U.S. So travel, organizing, we love each other, you know, so this is healing focus, healing centered, you know, warm embrace, beautiful landscapes. It's a chance to really kind of, you know, meditate and do some brilliant things together and put the plan into action.
And that's our thing. That's our whole mission, man. And then we looking for more mentors, more guys that get involved. It's everything, man. So Scuba, to answer the question, man, it's about enlightenment and understanding who we are as a people. We're not these people they call slaves. We're not that. We was disrupted and kidnapped, and our history was put on pause to go through what we went through. But that's the same way it is when, like, you got the COVID. You got sick for a minute. You come up out of it, and you back on that road. Until we decide that we're not going to be sick no more and start fixing ourselves back up, the remnants of our greatness just going to sit around, just like in Egypt. This is what it reminds me of, the way we're going through this and seeing all these different places that's not just there. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, hit Linda. She won't know it's on Facebook.
So
go ahead though.
So speaking of, she's on here. Yeah, Linda's on here. She said, time to learn and love. That's what Linda said. You're right, Auntie. Yeah. Speaking of COVID, I don't know if people might not know. I caught COVID. Roughly right after your birthday, right after we had your surprise birthday party. I think that was on the Thursday. I found out I tested positive for COVID that Saturday morning. So that was roughly about 2 to 3 weeks. Me and my two youngest kids tested positive. My two youngest kids, my youngest son and my youngest daughter. So the story, man, let me tell you about this. So I was one of them. I ain't gonna say I didn't believe in COVID, and I ain't gonna say I didn't really take it serious, but I was one of them that, like, I had been out there for a year and a half, you know, out in the public, and I never caught anything, right? So when the kids went back to school, it seemed like that's when it happened, right after they went back to school. All right, so my youngest girl kind of got sick first, for about a day or two. Then I think Jason, the baby boy, probably a day, but then nothing really transpired from that. Then my wife got sick, and then shortly after that, I got sick. But the only reason we went and got tested is because my middle girl played on a volleyball team, and somebody tested positive on the volleyball team, so they had to go take a COVID test, right? So my wife was like, "Why don't we all get tested by me and you being sick?" So we all got tested, and the only ones came back negative was my wife and my two oldest girls, they was negative, and so me and the babies were positive, right? So now we got to make a decision because we're in a small house and it's all of us. So 3 got it and 3 don't. So now, so we had to separate. My baby girl had to be in one room. My middle girl had to be in the living room, and me and my wife and the baby boy had to be in our room. And my oldest girl, she wouldn't stayed away until it got better. So the thing was, man, I really got sick off of it. I got sick. I didn't eat for like 2 weeks. I didn't have an appetite. I couldn't eat. I was sick. I was taking medicine because my oldest girl kind of, when she got to work every day, she came and brought us stuff and saw about us. So big shout out to Jalen. She's really stepped up to the plate and kind of ran everything. But we got tough, man, because I couldn't do anything right. And I'm more the one that kind of do majority of the things. You know, I make the moves and whatnot, but I couldn't move. I really couldn't do nothing. I was weak. I couldn't eat. Spitting up, whatever. So it got so bad to where my wife was like, I think you need to go to the hospital. But I knew in my mind I couldn't go to the hospital because I might not make it back out, right? So it got tough where my youngest boy, he's 4 years old, and he said, how did I catch COVID? Now he's 4, and we just looking at him, and he made the statement, am I going to die? At 4 years old, he asked us, is he going to die? And man, you know, it took everything in me to kind of hold that all back. Because now I think this might have been more scary than when I had my stroke. Because I've never been like this where I couldn't eat. I ain't eat for 2 weeks. I lost 26 pounds off this. I lost 26 pounds. Right? My breathing was bad. I couldn't hardly breathe. Couldn't hardly sleep. Let me see. My wife, she lost her smell and her taste, but she tested negative. But you know, I think I might have got the sickest at the whole thing, to where no appetite, bro. And like I say, I hit everybody that called and checked on me, you know, and I told them I really appreciate it because I really did, because they didn't have to. Me and you chopped it up about it. And you like, that go without saying. There was times, man, y'all called, I'm looking at the phone, and I wouldn't answer because I'm so weak. Well, and I don't even want y'all to hear me like that. Go ahead. You know, like, I was just that weak. So yeah, I said it was a tough time. You know what I'm saying? Because when my wife asked me, baby, you probably need to go to the hospital. And I probably needed to, but I just couldn't take that chance to go in that hospital and not making it out of it, bro. Because I knew, you know, and it showed me something. My whole biggest thing, I used to always tell my family, I can't die now because I don't know who will step up to the plate. And it actually showed me everybody would step up to the plate. My wife don't like to drive. When I was 6, she had to drive. And she went out and drove, went to the stores. My oldest girl made sure everything was ran right. She got all the kids together, told them what they need to do. And when they told me the story after, you know, I got better, they were so scared. They had a meeting or whatever. And they were like, Dad ain't never been like this, you know, like he's not eating, say all of them crying and everything. Well, you know, and I'm like, wow. The thing is, so like I say, it got tough, but I'm doing much better
right now with me. That's how I know this whole situation has to be blessed, because one of the guys with us, his baby brother passed last week. And hold up a minute, Charles.
Yeah. Scooby, I see your comment. Yeah, man, I had caught it, man. I really thought you knew because, you know, a couple people had hit me or whatever. I really thought you knew. But we took medicine and everything to get better or whatever. Like I say, Jay had bought a bunch of different medicine. Tanya made a concoction and all that type of stuff or whatever. Yeah, and just, you know, had to build ourselves back or whatever. So that's what we did to get better, bro. Yeah.
What's going on, my brother? Man,
okay.
I'm here, man.
this past Saturday, man, we buried my little brother.
Hey, how you doing, man?
COVID. You know what I'm saying? He refused to take the shot. All my mom got 5 kids, had 5, minus my little brother. We all took the shots. And my little brother, he just refused to take them, man, and he ended up catching the COVID. Yeah. He and his wife and son, they got over it, and he got real sick, man. They ended up putting him on the ventilator, and he died last week. So we ended up burying him Saturday, man. But before he died, before they put him on the ventilator, he told his daughter, his wife and son, go take the shots. And they went and had their first shots. They waiting on the second for now. Yeah, so this COVID thing is serious, man. You know, people taking it for granted, man. You know, not wanting to wear a mask. You know what I'm saying? It
really is, Charles.
And you know, thinking that they're invincible, I guess. It's real.
Yeah.
They show you on the news every day, man.
Yeah, and actually, Charles, I was one of them. I hate to wear the mask because one of my main reasons I hate to wear the mask is because I have sinus and it irritates my nose. But after this, man, when I get out of that truck to get ready to go in the store or something, then I put that mask on, bro. I ain't even.
You know what I'm saying? Because that don't mean I'm exempt because I had the shots. You know what I'm saying? But huh?
Yeah, it made a believe out of me.
Yeah.
I mean, it made a believe out of me because I've never been sick
my brother was saying
like that. I never,
sick, you know what I mean?
And it shook with me.
Like,
I'm talking about it shook.
Never felt like
it shook.
Yeah.
I'm talking about I can hardly breathe. I mean, bro, like I say, literally, I'm talking about no exaggerating. When I say I didn't eat for 2 weeks.
Niece, man. She got
I mean, I didn't want nothing. They were trying to force me to eat. I just couldn't eat, man. Well, my wife came on one too. She saw
is that people
it helped her.
Please, I understand that a lot of people feel and believe a certain way. That's fine. At least wear your mask, cause it's a lot of black people dying, man.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we have to start opening our eyes to the things that's going on.
Yeah, it really is, bro.
We have to start seeing. If we don't see, I mean, research.
Yeah.
Find out everything you can, but understand what do we run? We go to the doctor every day and get advice, medicine. We don't know what all the stuff in that medicine. We going to
yeah.
Charles said sea moss is good. If you don't want the vaccine, nothing like that, try the herbal medicine.
Yeah, I know about the sea moss.
Comedic healing. Look it up on Facebook, on website, and they got the teas, the moss. They got all that. I use a lot of herbal teas and stuff like that. You know, and this not nothing for just COVID. This for your life. This for every day of your life. You find something that's gonna help you. That's natural if you can. Research it and then see what you come up with.
Yeah. Yeah. Ollie said, keep your body in top condition. Yeah, bro, but you still look. We actually, we had got to working out, right, Tim? When I caught it, I mean, we had been going strong. And I'm talking about, I ain't gonna say I was in top condition. That's not what I'm saying, but
a lot of your, like, you breaking down your muscles, and your muscles having to heal through your system to build the muscle back up, and then you become more vulnerable if you haven't been doing it. That's probably because when you start, your body have to start healing from the workout. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful, and the best way to be careful of that is wear that mask. If you ain't gonna take the shot, wear your mask, man. I mean, don't be so courageous and crazy at the same time.
Yeah, well, me and my family actually, we
right.
actually in
That's right.
conversation now. We got to do what's best for our family as a whole. You know,
Right.
because we still got young kids in our household that can't take the shot, and for their sake,
And
you know,
and and
we the
and, and
ones that
nobody tell
can,
nobody what to
you
do.
know, need to take the
I'm trying
shot,
to stop you from being who you are.
right?
But out of the love and consideration for
No,
all
no, no.
people,
This strictly,
all people, man.
yeah.
Your life is precious. Don't think it's not. You worth finding a solution if you have to find it yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Alien said, "Food is the medicine." And Scooby said, "There is no reason not to protect yourself and your family."
Yeah, however you feel.
You're right. I mean,
like I say, food is the medicine. Say
no. I was just saying you're right. I mean,
that food would be your medicine, but we have to understand what food is medicine. Now, if we're gonna go that way, you have to really do research and start trusting people who have done their research. So if we doing that, and I do both. I took the shot, but I still take herbal medicine, herbal teas. I do my thing when it comes to taking care of me as much as I can. But now I also understand that my higher power, what I believe in, is the author and designer of life and death. I done been through a lot of things. Matter of fact, I've been stabbed in the heart and survived. So when it's your time, I guess you're gonna go. But when it's not, I'm a firm believer that you ain't going nowhere. Cause I was there a couple of times. That's just one of the major times.
Exactly.
But, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta keep your mind, your body as healthy as you can.
Yeah. So like I say, whatever y'all want to call it, man, it's some out there. Some is real. I put it like that. Some is real that's making us real sick. Whatever y'all want to call it, whatever y'all want to name it. Do what's best to protect you and your family, like they say. Make a family decision, make a wise decision. Don't go with, like I say, do your research.
Get
like
involved.
If you don't like what's going on or whatever, you don't know what's going on, and you ain't for sure, get involved and do research, man.
The more people get involved and
I just know, man, ain't never been this.
Let's get together and make answers for ourselves if we don't want to trust nobody else. But we got to get involved. We got to get involved with our own lives. We can't just sit back and just wait for somebody to tell us what's going on.
Yeah.
If you're going to school for medicine, find out what's happening. If you're in school, if you're a nurse, if you're a doctor, talk to your people. Tell us what's happening. Don't get with your doctor friend, your nurse friend, and talk about it. Talk to us. Talk to us. Let us know. We don't want to see all these different faces that we don't know. We don't trust. If you're a doctor, if you know something that don't nobody else know, bring it on in. We listening. I'm listening. You know what I'm saying? But
somebody listen. Yeah, somebody listen. So, bro, look here. It's coming to an end,
Okay. Well, man, listen.
I was just letting you know, we run out of time a little bit. We went overtime a little bit.
Chill out. Got an early morning. Man, listen. I'm gonna put some stuff. I'm gonna do some live stuff like the other places we go. I couldn't do nothing today because the way the rain and stuff was. But when we go to these islands and these places, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna send it back in and let people see what we see. So be looking for that on our YouTube.
Yeah. Tag me.
Okay. And if I can figure this out, I'm gonna do it.
Tag. Hey, when you go live, tag me in it. All
right. So we.
Yeah, I got you.
Lindell, peace up, my brother.
Yeah, I'm here. Look, man, y'all be safe, man. Hey. All right, Charles. Good seeing you, my brother.
Peace.
Mosa, y'all be careful, brother. All right, man. Peace out. Hey, thank everybody for following us and joining in, man. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, go to T.O.G and Barillas Podcast and subscribe for us, man. But continue to keep following us, man. Hey, we appreciate y'all, man. We love y'all. Peace out, man. See y'all later.